All right, we're back here in the Adams Jenkins Center here on the campus of Edward Waters College. A.D. Drew, along with Gary Kent for tonight's men's action in basketball, featuring the Edward Waters Tigers and the Dillard Blue Devils. All right, Gary, before we get started, we talk about Tigers. What set of Tigers you got in the football game tonight, Gary?
Oh, Clemson, most definitely. I got on the colors right now. As much as I don't like wearing purple, but I put on the purple orange because I knew I was coming with Edward Waters, but I'm definitely looking for those Clemson Tigers to come through tonight.
I got you. All right, now that we got all that out the way, let's talk about tonight's ball game tonight. Dillard Blue Devils come in 10-7. 0-1 in the GCAC. Edward Waters comes in having won their first GCAC game with the victory over Suno on this past Saturday. Edward Waters comes in 6-7, 1-1 in the GCAC.
This game is probably going to be totally different from what the Edward Waters Tigers went through on Saturday as they looked at a depleted roster for the young men that came down here from southern of New Orleans. Southern only had 7 players, so they didn't have nothing but 2 players on the bench. But as you see, Dillard's coming here with a full squad, so I expect the intensity to be a little bit different from what we saw on Saturday night here inside Adams Jenkins Gymnasium.
Yes. Coach Fred Summers in his second year here at Edward Waters College. Your starting lineup tonight for Dillard. Number 0, Tyrell Alcorn. Number 1, Jeremiah August. Number 2, Malik Amos. Number 5, Shannon Sanford. And number 12, Xavier McKay for your Edward Waters Tigers. Number 0, DeJuan Bass. Number 3, Robert Thomas. Number 4, Nikhil Martin. Number 10, Anthony Young. And number 32, Chris Oakland.
That's the captain of the team. We expect Barkley to come out with, Oakland's don't come out with that energy. Chris is always high, strong, and the way DeJuan Bass played the other night, it was just phenomenal. So we look for him to give us the same kind of energy he put forth Saturday night to help try to defeat these Blue Devils of Dillard.
And
they're going to re-jump this thing.
Yeah. Said it was a bad toss.
Yes, it was.
It happens. It shouldn't.
But it does. EWC wins the jump ball and bringing the ball up. DeJuan Bass puts up a 3-pointer, but it's no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Turn it over to the Dillard Blue Devils.
Edward Waters starts off in a man-to-man.
Malik Amos in possession of the ball for the Blue Devils as he puts up a short shot from the inside, but it's no good. Ball knocked out of bounds by Chris Oakley. It's going to be Dillard's ball down low underneath the basket. Another thing comes into play with this game as good hustle by the EWC Tigers. Going to be totally different than the 7-footer that they faced on Saturday from Southern New Orleans. But they were able to contain them a lot. But the size matchup is going to be a little bit more favorable today. Oh, nice inbound pass.
Well, the size matchup never is in the favor of this Edward Waters basketball team, where their tallest players are only at 6'8". Bass with the jumper right there.
Three-point attempt up. And it's good. Shannon Sanford for the Blue Devils of Dillard. They They lead the score right now 5-2 over the EWC Tigers. Charlton Buckler's no good, rebounded by the Blue Devils. They push it for another three-pointer up, and it's no good, but rebounded by the Blue Devils. Physical play inside. And Mr. Oakley lays it in for the Tigers.
The Everwater still stays in this man-to-man.
Good hustle. Ball recovered by the Tigers. Pushed up a little bit too strong for Chris Oakley. Turnover going to be in the possession of the Blue Devils of Dillard. Good hustling on the defense, but a little bit of bad pass, a little bit too far ahead for Oakley to maintain. Malik Amos at the point for Dillard. Oh, he drives all the way to the hole, but he misses off the glass. Ball rebounded. Pushed up the floor by the Tigers. A three-point attempt up by Young, and it is good.
You know, you can't let Anthony Young set his feet.
Once he gets the hot hand, ladies and gentlemen, he's going to be trouble. Ball pass inside, but taken away by the Tigers and pushed up the floor strongly. Ball up ahead to Dewan Bass. Carol Martin on the basket for the EWC Tigers.
Dillard continues with their pressure. Excuse me. Ever Waters continues with their pressure.
Good defense on the inside.
Dillard goes with the stack set as they go to inbound his basketball right here.
Dillard leads the score 9-5.
10 seconds on the
clock. Waters College Tigers.
Down to 5.
Oh, offensive foul inside.
You know, as a referee, that may have been an offensive foul, but I probably would have went with the travel since he was just falling down anyway.
Yes, sir. Caught him with his feet stuck to the surface.
Yeah, I think he tripped over the line in the paint.
Three-point attempt up and no good. Three-pointer by Terrell Alcorn for Dillard. Score right now 9-8. The Tigers up by 1. Dewan Bass looks, steps inside, puts up a jumper, but it's no good. Rebounded by the Blue Devils.
They're going to the
trying to bang
game.
it. Oh, what a block!
Were you invited?
Hey, I went back to the block party, but I'm glad I came. Dewan Bass says, get that stuff out of here.
Get that shot out of here.
Ball inbounded. Shot up inside, but no good. Controlled.
Great
by
pass.
the Tigers. Pass up to Andrew Young. He puts it up, but it's no good. Rebounded by the Blue Devils, Shannon Stanford. Bad shot on the inside by the Blue Devils, and the ball is out on them. Possession goes over to the Tigers. Robert Thomas at point for the Tigers as they try to set up a little bit of offense. Shot up, but it's no good.
Ball hit the shot clock.
Yeah, hits the shot clock.
That's kind of hard to do from that angle, but he
found a way. He found a way. Yes, he did. Nothing's impossible sometimes.
Or like Kevin Garnett said, anything's possible.
Anything.
Evan Waters continues with their pressure defense. Switch out high.
Shot up, attempted, but no good. But rebounded by the Blue Devils. Back inside, shot blocked. Rebounded again, add up, and it's put back in by Shannon Sanford of the Blue Devils. The Blue Devils take the lead. They're up 10-9 over the Tigers of Edward Waters College. Shot attempt up, but missed by the Tigers.
I'm gonna tell you,
they will get the ball on the outside.
I'm gonna tell you what I like about that shot, Gary. He caught the ball, he looked at him. Oh, I guess I might as well shoot it. You know, if you go catch the ball and shoot it in rhythm.
Yes,
don't
sir.
sit there and think about it.
Yes,
oh,
sir.
you give me the shot, you give me the shot. Well, I'm gonna continue to give you this shot because you don't want to shoot the ball in rhythm.
Like they always say, think long, think wrong.
Study long, study wrong.
And then he bobbles the pass. Maurice Johnson was not able to handle that inbound pass, and the ball goes out on the Tigers. Malik Amos brings the ball up for the Blue Devils. Trying to set up a little bit of offense. Ball pass inside. Inside move. He tried to use the bank, but the bank was closed. Ball block.
You know, 6 minutes gone in the first half, and we've already had 3 blocks.
Mikael Martin is not letting anybody come inside that paint. He's being real stingy in there. And 5-second violation call against the Blue Devils. Aggressive defense by the Tigers would not have let the ball come in the bounds.
You know, at Edward Waters, we're going to take that, but I don't think he was counting the Mississippi's on that 5 second. I think he might have been counting in Georgia's or some Florida's or something.
Whatever he did, we'll take it for the Tigers. Andrew Young pulls up for the three-pointer, and just a little bit off.
As our producer over here corrects Gary.
Had to get me. I'm getting a little bit political.
Yeah.
I'm thinking somebody's running for president. I'm saying Andrew Young, but this guy's a whole lot younger. I meant to say that was Anthony Young doing a good job. I hope he forgives me.
Hey, you know, that name's good in Atlanta, but I don't know about Jacksonville, Florida.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We gonna forgive you, Rev. First free throw up and good by Sanford. Sanford, 6'4" junior from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Ball in and out on the second attempt. Being pushed up the court. I think he has to pick his luggage up at the front gate because he traveled on that one. Maurice Johnson got called for the travel.
I said you got a few one-liners in your system also.
Hey, I've been doing this for a little while. We just have a dust, not the dust off. A little rusty for a little while, but
well, you know when I get rusty, I need a little bit of WD-40.
There you go.
You got the dust off of yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, into the game for the Tigers. Here comes Mr. Morgan. He had a terrific game on Saturday night. Shot Morgan comes in, hoping to bring some more energy to play for the EWC Tigers.
And Morgan, 6'8" senior from West Palm Beach, Florida.
Shot up, but it's no good, and the ball is off of the Blue Devils. Possession back into the hands of the Tigers.
Edward Waters in orange uniforms, trimmed with purple. Dillards in their black road uniforms, trimmed with blue and white.
Oh, what a good takeaway. Ball stolen away by Xavier McKay, 6'2" junior out of New Orleans for the Dillard Blue Devils. Stole that ball away and took it all the way for 2.
I wonder who these Dillard people are rooting for in tonight's national championship.
Oh, man, I tell you. They probably know. I got a feeling that other team has on purple, too, so at least we got one color right.
Dillard ball. And for the Tigers, number 2, Chandler Freundman.
Ball turned over. By Edward Waters.
The Blue Devils lead right now 13-9 over the EWC Tigers.
Coming up on
12 minutes
remaining.
You got it.
The Tigers have number 0, Delon Bass.
Been a clean half thus far. Only 3 team fouls committed between the two teams. Pretty good flow of the game with 12 minutes to remain in the first half. Turnover by Dillard. Bad pass by...
Oh! DeJuan Bass all the way for the stuff. He carried and posterized one of the Dillard Blue Devils on that one. We'll have to send him the poster later. But he took it all the way to him and said, "Excuse me, sir, but this is my gym." The big man, Mr. Morgan, inside with a shot block.
Fourth block of the day there, Gary.
Yes, sir. Mr. Morgan has to remind everybody whose gym they're playing in. If he's fouled on the play, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, I guess his people must be Deltas because it's Founders Day for the ladies of Delta Sigma Theta, and the Edward Waters men's basketball team is throwing them a block party.
Yes, sir. First shot is up by good by Mr. Morgan. Second shot is up and good.
Something we didn't see in the women's game. 2 free throws in a row for the people in orange.
Score tied up at 13-13. Three-pointer up. It's in and out. Rebounded by Mr. Morgan, but he's fouled on the play.
Tough tumble.
He's fouled on the inside by number 20, Terrell McGee. One of the few guys from Florida that's on this team. Matter of fact, the only guy from Florida coming out of Pensacola High School, 6'8" junior.
That's all right. We do a good job at Edward Waters keeping them at home. Well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 from the state of Florida, 5 from the state of Florida on the roster.
Well, actually, if you look at it there, Pensacola is actually a little bit closer to where they're going to school there at Dillard than he is. Pensacola being 6 hours away from here in Jacksonville.
Yeah, that Panhandle of Florida is a long direction.
That's a long ride.
I tell you what else is a long direction too. That Jacksonville to Miami trip.
Yes, sir. Edward Waters College trying to put something else on the board here. They pass it down on the inside. Ron Bass put up, rebounding, and put in by Rashad Morgan. The big man is coming to the game. He's making a difference. He's blocking shots, and he's putting some points on the board for the Tigers. Shot attempt up. It's no good. Rebounded by the Tigers as they push it up the floor.
Oh, he didn't quite pass off the clean, but he made up for it. Maurice Johnson.
Tigers up by 4. Leading the Blue Devils of Dillard 17-13. Dropped to the inside by Shannon Sanford, but he's fouled on the play. He misses the shot, but he'll be shooting 2. His first shot is up for the free throw line, and it's good. Tigers still lead by 3. And Sanford gets ready to shoot the second attempt. It's up, and it's good.
Substitute into the game, Malik Amos. He replaces Xavier McKay. Amos, 6'2" junior from Missouri City, Texas. You know, anybody from someplace named Missouri, you gotta like it. With me being a St. Louis native.
Well,
that's St. Louis, Missouri. My bad.
Let's say this. But he's from the Show Me State. We're gonna see if he shows us anything. Nice take inside by DeJuan Bass. Shot attempt up, but he does not touch anything but the floor on that attempt. Ball pushed ahead. Up, but it's no good. Robert Thomas picks up a foul on that play. Ball's going to go over to the Blue Devils of Dillard. Tigers leading 19-15. 9 minutes and 10 seconds left in this first half. Fight for the ball inside. Recovered by Mr. Morgan. Jump ball called by the referees before the Tigers were able to call timeout.
As we got the cleanup man coming out and taking care of the floor so we keep them ankles and knees good. Ball's pounded into the ground by Nicholas Carmucci. You know, it must be something about that spot on the floor. That's the second time a Dillard player slipped on in that same spot.
They kept the towel boy really busy on Saturday night because there's perspiration everywhere throughout the course of the game. Hopefully they won't have that problem, but a lot of it was due to a lot of hustle.
You mean that rain and humidity in there didn't have anything to do with it?
No, I don't think it did, but we begin to wonder if there's anything wrong with Chris Oakley. He's been on the bench for quite some time. We hope he's not hurt. Ball turned over but recovered again by the Blue Devils of Dillard. 3-point shot up, and it is good.
Malik Amos.
By number 2, Malik Amos again. He's trying to show him something. Tigers still lead by 1, 19-18, with 8 minutes left in this first half of the game. Penetration by Bass. Ball is knocked away.
Great strong defensive play there by Tyrell Alcorn, from Oakland, California. With a name like Alcorn, you'd think he would go to school in Mississippi.
Yes, sir.
Eight seconds, 7 seconds, 6, 5 on the shot clock.
3-pointer up, but it's off the back of the rim. Rebounded by the Blue Devils. They push the ball up. They pass the ball over, and nice pass to the inside. Finished up by Shannon Sanford. He's having a wonderful game for the Blue Devils. Ball pass inside to Mr. Morgan. Mr. Morgan inside, and he banks it in.
Sanford already has 10 points in the first half here, Gary.
Wild shot thrown up on the inside by Mr. Sanford. Rebounded but taken away by the Tigers. Ball pushed up by slowed down by Chandler Fortno. He's into the game for the Tigers for the first time tonight.
Leading away for Emma Waters early in this game. DeJuan Bass with 6 points, and Rashad Morgan also with 6 points of the 21 points that Edward Waters has here in the first half. Checking into the game, checking back into the game is Anthony Young replacing Robert Thomas. Also checking into the game, Nikhil Martin replacing number 35, Rashad Morgan.
Pass to the side. Pass up, but it's no good. Woo. A little bit too strong off the back of the rim.
That was a tough fall right there by Mr. Sanford.
He's giving a lot of hustle for the Blue Devils, keeping them in the game.
Yeah, but
Edward Waters leading.
He was expecting somebody to be up under him when he failed to place that fall, and nobody was there.
And here comes the towel boy to the floor again, all the way to the other end to get up perspiration off the floor. Ball being pushed up the floor once again by number 13, Nicholas
Carbucci.
Camucci, is that correct? There we go. Lafayette,
that's
Louisiana.
What it's going to be today.
And
Maurice Johnson with the slam jam.
Oh my God, did you see that? Javon Taylor tried to rebound it, but he forced the ball to get hung up next to the rim, between the rim and the backboard. Ball goes over to the Tigers.
You know, Gary, I used to be able to jump up there and get that myself.
Believe it or not, once upon a time, I lived above the rim, but right now I live right closer to the floor. Those were the days. But it doesn't count anyway. Memories only for memory.
Exactly. And of course, that was before we had iPhones, so we don't have any video.
No video.
So we're going to take your word on it.
That's right.
Offensive foul by Nikhil Martin. Javon Taylor doing a great job, the 6'6" sophomore out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, drawing that offensive foul.
As the Towel Boy does his job to keep things going, don't forget to listen to us on the Black College Sports Network. Right here inside Adams Jenkins Gym, Edward Waters College campus in Jacksonville, Florida. The Dillard Blue Devils have come to town to see what they can do against your Edward Waters College Tigers. Kick ball by the Tigers. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. We've got 5 minutes and 52 seconds left here in the first half as your EWC Tigers lead the Dillard Blue Devils 23-20.
Now I want to send a shout out to my partner in crime, Brian Fulford, my partner on the Sports Rap Show. Catch us every week right here on the BCSN with that jump shot right there, Malik Amos.
Blue Devils trying to close in. They're down by one with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first half.
Amos is 5 points off the bench.
Mr. Bass gets his own rebound, puts up a shot. He misses, but he's fouled on the play. A little bit slow getting up off the floor there, but
I think that was more frustration than hurt.
He'll be going to the line to shoot two for the Tigers.
Well, Towel Boy getting a lot of work in today.
He's getting it in. I don't know if they give out scholarships for Towel Boys, but he's putting in his full-time work.
How about some work study?
Yes, sir. You got to give him something. Get financial aid over here to the desk. We'll talk to him on his behalf or something.
Okay, I hope they at least give him a hot dog and a soda.
Yes, sir. First shot is up, but it's missed by DeJuan Bass. Back into the game finally is the captain of the team, Chris Oakley. He's been out for a little bit. We hope he's all right. Second shot up, and it's good. Tigers lead 24-21 with 5 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first half of this game. Ball stolen away by the Tigers, pushed up the floor. Oh!
Too far out in front.
Alley-oop
Lob
almost
the other way.
made, but miss.
Nope.
Basket made.
Amos taking
By Malik
himself.
Amos.
7 points off the bench for Amos. Anthony Young.
Amos seems to be one of the only starters for the Blue Devils that's making a difference other than Mr. Shannon Sanford, who's still in the game, but he's been cold as of late. Hasn't got very many touches. Oh! Block on the inside by DeJuan Bass. I didn't see him touch anything, but the referee must have had a better angle than I did. He blocks the shot, but he fouls number 22, Javon Taylor. 6'6" sophomore out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
First one's up and good. Into the game for Edward Waters. Re-entering the game is DeKale Martin.
After that shot, the Blue Devils take the lead as he puts up his second shot, and it's also good. The Blue Devils now lead the EWC Tigers 26-24. 4 minutes and 26 remaining in the first half.
Jamison Roberts just checked in for Dillard, 6'6" junior from Beaumont, Texas. You know, it looks like this Dillard team has a great connection in the Milwaukee area, as they've got 4 of their players from this team from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Foul called on the inside on Terrell Alcorn. 16 fouls against the Blue Devils.
Next foul by either team, we'll be shooting 1-1.
Shot is him up.
Not
Looking strong on that.
Not a good shot. You know, I don't have anything else to do with the ball, so I'm just going to shoot it. Why not? Why not just take a bad shot?
Penetration on the inside, but he got his luggage tagged at the front gate because he was traveling. Back into the game for the EWC Tigers. Their big man, number 35, Mr. Morgan.
That was a little bit of a hippity hop, as they call it.
Yes, sir. He forgot to pass it. He came down and he still had possession of it. Tigers trying to take advantage of the turnover.
The contact occurred before the push-off.
Yes, it did.
But there was going to be a foul on that play either way.
That was going to be a foul. But it went in favor of the Tigers as Anthony Young goes to the line for the Tigers.
Anthony
He's
Young,
going to shoot a 1-and-1.
5'10" senior guard from St. Augustine, Florida, about 20 minutes south
Just
of
up
here.
the street. Just up the street. The oldest city in the United States.
Rashawn Morgan with the follow. 8 points on the day for Mr. Morgan.
Mr. Young comes out of good pedigree. He's out of Bartram Trail High School, St. Augustine. Blue Devils trying to make something happen with just 3 minutes and 5 seconds. The score is tied. Edward Waters and the Blue Devils of Dillard. Foul called on the inside against the Tigers.
You know, that was a mismatch down there with the 6'1" Alcorn against the 5'10" Young in the post. And this time it was won by Alcorn.
Alcorn at the line, shooting for the Blue Devils. He's going to shoot 2. First shot is up. And a little bit off the iron. Back into the game for the EWC Tigers, Maurice Johnson. He's going to give number 3, Robert Thomas, a break.
Alcorn is senior guard from Oaktown, Oakland, California.
He makes the first attempt. He makes the second attempt, that is. And he's going to get a break as number 3 comes into the game. Jeffrey Todd, senior 6-footer out of Grand Rapids, Michigan.
You know, I'm glad he didn't miss that second free throw on purpose just to get a little more playing time. You know, this Anthony Young has the green light for Edward Waters.
Good drop to the hole by Chris Oakley, but the ball was knocked out of his hands. 14 seconds left on the shot clock for the Tigers of UWC. Ball batted out, back out of bounds by number 3, Jeffrey Todd of the Blue Devils of Dillard. Ball in the hands of Mr. Young, and he's fouled on the play. Anthony Young's fouled on the play. He's going to try to convert the three-pointer.
Yeah. Rule number 1, never foul a jump shooter.
Never foul him.
But Anthony Young did a good job, still maintaining control to get that shot up with the opportunity to put Edward Waters up 2 points with this free throw.
The referee's trying to make sure everything's on up and up. Young getting ready to shoot the three-point conversion, and it's in, good for him. Edward Waters College leads 29-27 with 2 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the first half. Blue Devils trying to see if they can make something happen. Three-point attempt up, but it's a little short. Rebounded by the Tigers, but they miscommunicate. Ball thrown away by Maurice Johnson. He was looking for
Young was coming back to get the ball. Johnson was trying to lead him on the fast break. It happens sometimes.
It happens. Ball back over to the Blue Devils. They look inside to their big man, number 21. He does something there, but he's not able to finish. Ball out of bounds.
He does something. We just don't know what
we don't know what it was. Obviously, the coach didn't agree with that shot either, as he's removed from the game.
He was coming out anyway.
Yes, sir.
Replacing him is Shannon Sanford, the leading scorer for Dillard early here in the action.
We're looking at about 2 minutes left in the first half of this game.
Feed the big man.
Three-point up, and it's good. Anthony Young, he puts the three-pointer right in the nets.
Young with 9 points.
Penetration going to the inside, but there's a foul called on the play inside for the hole. Both teams are in the bonus.
The Edward Waters foul on number 32, Chris Oakley. It's a first personal 18th foul.
Malik Amos will go to the line for the Blue Devils. Shooting 2 with a chance to cut into the lead. First one's up, it is good. Tigers leading 32-28 after that free throw made by the Blue Devils. Malik Amos up to shoot the second one, and it's also good. They cut the lead to only 3 by the Tigers with 1 minute and 38 seconds remaining in the first half.
Edward Waters is in no big hurry. They just want to get a good possession here.
Chris Oakley shoots from the top of the, but it's missed. Rebounded inside. It was rebounded but lost by Rashad Morgan. He hustles to get back on defense as the Blue Devils try to bring the ball down the court with about 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the first half. Drive by the inside, but it's batted away.
Another block. That's number 5.
Mikael Martin with the block. Batted the ball out of bounds. Number 13, Nicholas Kamochi will get the ball in for the Blue Devils. The pull-up jumper is made by number 2, Malik Amos for the Blue Devils. As we get to 1 minute, just under 1 minute remaining in the first half.
And he is now the leading scorer for Dillard. All 11 of his points coming off the bench there, Gary. Oh, my bad. He did start. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong name on my list. It happens.
That's all right. That's all right. Maurice Johnson was fouled on that play. He'll be going to the line to shoot 2. First shot is up. And the iron is unkind to him on that one.
And we got to do a little bit of fashion keep.
Yeah, a little bit of fashion keep. Got to keep those jerseys tucked in.
You know, it would help if you wouldn't roll your shorts, but that's just old-fashioned with me.
Second shot is up, missed, but rebounded by the Tigers with 40 seconds left in the first half. Ball in the hands of Anthony Young.
You know, if they do this, they can get a 2 from
He bumps and it gets away from him. Stolen down the lane.
That might be intentional. That might be a flagrant. They might call it a flagrant 1. Let's see what they do. They're
talking about number 22 on that play. Javon Taylor. The referees are having a conference on the side, and they're going to call it intentional.
They did call it a flagrant
foul there.
Yes. And I think the hand in the back, along with the swipe, is what got him the intentional. You know, if he just goes for the swipe and commits the foul, we're just shooting 2.
Javon Taylor at the line for the Blue Devils. First shot is up, and it's off the back of the iron.
And the big thing about the intentional or flagrant foul is 2 shots and the ball at the spot closest back to the foul. So they're going to get the ball out underneath.
He has a chance to tie the score up in his second attempt, but he misses it. Tigers still remain up by 32-31 with 31.4 seconds left in the first half.
You know, they say the ball don't lie, so maybe it wasn't an intentional foul. I'm just saying, that's what the old phrase is.
Dillard gets the ball underneath the basket. Trying to get the ball inside. Ball goes inside. Malik Amos, he passes outside, and it goes again to Javon Taylor, who makes the shot as he gives the lead to the Blue Devils, 33-32 with 20 seconds left in the first half.
Shot clock is off. They can take this down to the last shot, Gary.
Anthony Young trying to settle the play.
10 seconds. There's 6, 5, 4. Shot from the corner.
Shot him up. Chris Oakley scores it before the end of the half. And ladies and gentlemen, at halftime, the Tigers of Edward Waters lead 35-33 over the Blue Devils of Dillard University. You got us right here with the Black College Sport Network as we go to halftime right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We're going to take a break. We'll be back shortly.